Hi, and welcome to this episode of MOR Talks. We never call it that.
Nice. Good shot.
Hi, and welcome to this episode of MOR Talks. It's been a few months, so there's a lot to catch you guys up on, and we're also going to do a bit of looking back at Think last year and fill you in on some of the hopes and dreams we did have for this year. Those hopes and dreams were based off solid plans and actions, but that's all been pushed back a year, and honestly it's been kind of lucky for us. We've had lots of time to strip the truck back to extreme bare bones and really examine the whole build, and we've done a lot of work ourselves to beef it up, and we don't want mechanical failure to be the reason we don't finish ever again. So we've been out here dreaming up a lot of better ways to do things, and we'll take you through those now.
Alright, so in order for us to be able to weld these tabs here, we've got to ensure that we have something in between where the bolt holes go, i.e. misalignment joints like I've got here with the spacer in between them. That just so when we weld it doesn't collapse these, then we won't be able to get our links in anymore. The only other thing we've got to consider is it would be nice if we could just bolt that straight in and weld like that, but the hind joints actually have a layer of Teflon or PTFE in between them, and we don't want to put extreme heat like welding through that. So that's why we use something else like just the misalignment joints with the washer or a bolt or something along those lines to ensure that we keep those apart. Alright, hi guys, welcome to our first Jack Facts. Alright, so you heard me talk about PTFE, which was in the hind joints. Now, some of you have probably heard of this before. It's called Teflon. The only thing is Teflon's like your tissues to your Kleenex, that sort of thing. Teflon is PTFE, but it's just the brand name. PTFE is polytetrafluoroethylene. Hopefully you got that right. It has the lowest friction coefficient known to man of any solid substance. It's hydrophobic, which means that you can't wet it, basically. And it has a very, very large temperature operating range. That makes it the perfect thing to put in those hind joints, the bearings as such, to lubricate them. So that way they don't need any wet or dry forms of lubrication apart from what's there.
So here we are in the back end, which is getting filled up, and every inch of space back here is now being used in some way, shape or form. We have been moving things from the front end back here, trying to redisperse weight and also shave weight off totally where we can as well. So some of the things we've done back here is use cotton reels or isolation mounts to mount our radiators, the accumulator, our water pipes, and I think that's about it, maybe a few other things. We've also moved our battery box back here now, so that's this thing you can see happening here. It means that the battery will now go in here, and this will go here, and then we have another little bit that just sits nicely here on the end. So water pipes are one of the things we worked on. They're now less pieces and more one long piece that we bent to go most of the way down and return. We haven't tested those yet. We also have our forgotten the word, these lovely things over here to catch cans. That's it, to catch all the different things, which will be great. We're interested to know how much we breathe and not when we're running the truck. We're also moved our fuel regulator over here now. That's this one. So this will now run in both on this side, put down to the engine and feed pressure or excess fuel back to us. That's about everything we've been doing. We're also changing our sway bar to be the double shear mount here. There's been quite a bit of work on that. This has been beefed up as well, so it's much bigger, and the actual links, I'd say almost double in their thickness. So we hope that will help things out quite a bit as well. One thing we will be doing is rebuilding the diff inners at some stage, so we're not there yet, but that is something else that we plan on doing. We have two inners, so one as a spare and one to run in the truck. And I feel like that's about everything we have going on back here. I'm going to get out now and try not to burn myself on the freshly welded sway bar mounts.
What are you doing?
Trying not to get burned. We're in the middle of yet another stop work because of a dropped nut or a fallen washer. If you have any tips or places we should look, just drop them in the comments below, because I'm sure we never found it and we've just gone and got ourselves another one. So comment below, where the hell did that washer go?
Won't go too close, it'll showcase your bodgy welds.
Yes, Papa. Yes, Papa. Just open it up a bit.
And now we have that perfect fit that we were talking about before.
Oh yes, that's actually really nice. And these bolts are too small, I bet. No?
Can you please hit the metal?
Perfect. Moving on from all the work we've been doing, let's chat about the thing we all love, Think. So as we know, Think was this weekend, aka the June long weekend, depending on when you're watching this. But due to COVID, you know, things around the whole entire planet were cancelled, and we totally understand, especially the heightened risk to the Think community. You know, all of our Indigenous communities in the NT had to be especially protected, so, you know, we would take the cancellation. It's not a big deal for us. It's been good, as you've already heard. We got to do a lot of work. But let's go back to Think last year. So we unfortunately did not finish on day 2 due to mechanical failure, the same as 2018. And that's really what's driven our work this year. We do not want to be sitting on the side of the track again, watching everyone race back to Alice. This was our lackluster entry to Think last year that some of our crew filmed. So just have a look and see how sad it was.
Go, Jackie! Fucking up it, son!
Broken.
No, that's on my bonnet. Come on! Go on!
So, as you can tell, we didn't get to do the big jump at the end, and that was because we didn't want our belt to slip off. But we did cross the finish line in time, and then we went back to where the camp our crew had set up, and then they just got us to give a bit of a rundown of our trip down, I guess, from Alice to Think. So have a look. We're a bit dusty, we're a bit tired, and we knew we had a big night ahead of us. We actually just didn't know how big. So our crew sent us to bed at about 12:30 and then worked through to somewhere around 2 a.m. And we thought we were all set to get ourselves back to Alice the next day. But anyway, so this is the summary after we made it to the Think end.
Somehow.
Alright, we're down at the Think end. We've come in, luckily under time, but it did take us. Unfortunately, we had to limp in from the 180 mark. We've had a few issues. You can see a few bends, bumps, other bits and pieces happening.
Yeah, we kept destroying our fan belt, so the one that we've got left on it is a little bit worse for wear, but we limped home, as Amy said, under time, so we've got tomorrow to try and make up some places. But before that, we were just singing. The truck was awesome, everything felt good, and we were working well together. The dust is pretty bad out there, but it's desert racing, so yeah.
Otherwise, all good. Get this baby fixed and back tomorrow.
Yep. Alright, thanks guys. Catch you later.
So that is 2 quick snippets from Think 2019. We made a whole wrap-up video which goes in depth over the whole week we were there. Not like 5 hours in depth, but enough to get the picture and make you want to come along next year. We will link that below. It's on our channel. Go check it out because there's a lot more action in that than those 2 snippets we showed you just now. The other thing we're doing is releasing our race report. So we created a post-race wrap-up, I think we called it, and that's for all our team partners. So we will be releasing that to all of you guys. Just jump in our comments here or over on our Instagram, and you'll be able to download that, no worries, to check it out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with everything we post over the next few months. And if you're not following us already on Instagram and on Facebook, make sure you do that now. Links below. Bye guys.
You may have noticed that we blurred out the trucks panels. That's because we want to leave it a bit of a secret, so you need to make sure that you stay tuned for when we do drop it.